everyone, it's Sister Junebug here, and guess what I'm doing today? I am trying something new. I'm going to do reviews. That's right, I'm going to do reviews on movies that have to do with churches and dramas, TV series that have to do with churches, and that's what I'm doing today. And I'm gonna let Barbie J do the secular reviews. I'm gonna do the Christian reviews. Honey, and let me tell you, I got a good one here today that's new on BET Plus. Yes, it's a new one with Yolanda Adams and Michael Beach. They are a husband and wife and stuff, and it's called Kingdom Business. And I got my notes because I can't be remembering that stuff, so don't y'all be talking about me because I'm flipping papers and stuff and making sounds. I'm at that age where that's what happens. But honey, let me get my hair right first for this review. Yeah, okay. So, it premiered on May 19th. It's called Kingdom Business, and it's season 1, episode 1, One Moment from Glory. Hallelujah. Okay, and it's a drama series, and you got Yolanda Adams, she playing Danita Jordan, and then they got Michael Beach, he playing Bishop Calvin Jordan. And honey, this show is scandalous. It is scandalous, and if y'all don't have BET Plus, y'all need to get it because this is gonna be good. It's an 8 series. I think it is. It's 8 series that they've already done. Now, I had my information about what this show was all about, and now I done left it upstairs. Y'all know I'll tell y'all on the next review. I'll do all that stuff. But it's basically, they have 2 kids, CJ Jordan and Walker, and she's the minister of music at their church, First Kingdom Church. And then their son, he Taj Jordan, he the head of A&R at their record label, which is on First Kingdom Records. Okay, so everything is the First Kingdom, you know. And honey, that Yolanda Adams, she play a hoot in the holler. She a mess. Yep. So she's Danita Jordan, and she's supposed to be the biggest selling gospel artist in the world. You know, they call her the queen of gospel. Why is this hair in my face? Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. She the queen of gospel. Okay, so I'm telling you. So they said it's about Danita, who is the biggest selling, gospel artist in the world, and they call her the queen of gospel. She is searching for her next hit record, and she seems to be at a crossroads in her career. She don't know, she trying to, stay on top. Let's put it that way. And she don't want to admit that, she going down. But anyway, when all of a sudden her son, Taj Jordan, decides to endorse a traumatized, rising star in the music business who had a risque reputation. She used to be a stripper. Yep, the girl used to be a stripper. And so, but she got a voice and a half. Now, her name is Rebel, but at the club, her name is Chardonnay. Chardonnay. Anyway, and Rebel, let's just go real quick. They were at church. It started off with them at church and stuff, and she's singing, and all is going on. And her son brought this guest with him, and I guess it's his new girlfriend, but you see everybody else in dark clothes, and she's with this loud outfit on in the front seat, and then there's this man, what's his name? The man in charge of the strip club is called Dex, but there's a man named Larry Reed who has a gossip column or something, and he at their church, and he went and took a picture of them together. He always spreading gossip. I'm saying gospel. Always spreading gossip about what's going on at that church. So he's always mixed up in some scandal and posted it. And Danita's always online checking to see what is going on, why he doing all this stuff, And she try to act like she's just super Christian. Her husband is the head of the church. He bishop, right? He the head of the church. She runs the business, the record business, and put her son in charge. So basically, every time he want to do something, he got to run it by her. She don't let him be a man and do his job. He got to run everything by his mama, and the new girlfriend ain't feeling that at all, Anyway, and then let me go to the strip club real quick. The strip club, Rebel and her friend Danny, you know, they were there, and she was having a problem with Danny was having a problem with the head of the club, and they were having arguments and stuff, and he was making her do things she didn't want to do. She wanted to go and rap and have Rebel sing, because Rebel, she said, you got a good voice and I got the lyrics and stuff, and we could do this. And that's what she wanted to do. And they hung out that night, and when she got home, Rebel was dropping her off, and Rebel saw another car pull up around after they dropped Danny off, and Rebel told the driver, hold on. And the other man, they saw her Danny arguing with the man in the car, and the man put a gun out and shot her dead in front of her house. In front of her house, y'all, I'm telling y'all. So we don't know what was going on. And she went running over there, Daddy, help. And she got to the hospital. She was still alive, but she ended up dying. But the preacher that they called to do her memorial service was Bishop Jordan. So Bishop Jordan tells his wife about it, and she upset. You know, wait till my daddy found out, because her daddy used to be the bishop of the church. And my daddy found out you doing for some stripping and stuff. He said, look, I ain't come and tell you for your permission. I'm just doing it. So he told her he gonna do the memorial for the girl. She like, whatever. So I can see she a hot mess. She be telling everybody what to do. This old Danita Jordan. I tell you, I can't believe Yolanda Adams playing this part. Did I tell y'all I sang behind Yolanda Adams before? At where's that? The Apollo Theater in Harlem. Yeah, me and my choir, we sang. We backed her up on a couple of her songs. We sure did. I'm going to put those pictures up, one of these reviews. Anyway, let's go on with the show. So, now they talking about the Stella Awards. And Danita going to be honored at the Stella Awards for a lifetime achievement, something like that or whatever. And Ron Washington is supposed to be head of the Stella Awards. So Danita also had this relationship, this whole thing with this guy called Caesar. Caesar was the one who helped her build up her career, but then they had a falling out. So he started his own label called Redeeming Records. Redeem them, Lord. Redeem, honey. Yes, he is. And his name's Caesar. And he got nominated for 1 Stella Award. And Kingdom Records got nominated for 12. And they both want to know how much each other got, you know. And then they honored her with that first album. And her first album was called One Moment from Glory. Yep, which is the title of the episode. Anyway, so, let me tell you. These church folks, they a hot mess. Because Jordan pretended to be, them Jordans, they up there pretending that they got loving family and that they got everything together, but they really don't. That, like I said, that Anita is something else, and she don't want her husband to do nothing. She don't want her son to do nothing. And y'all ain't gonna believe what happened. She sang, the girl, Rebel, she ended up singing at the memorial service. She's sitting in the back. She didn't want to go to the service, but one of her friends talked her into going, but she didn't want to go because she said she ain't been in church in a long time, and she didn't like the way them people was and all that stuff. And the people at Rebel's church, Danny, the girl who got shot, her church had been praying for her to come back to church, and she ended up getting killed. So that was so sad. You know, that was sad. She ended up getting killed. So her parents are sitting there at the memorial service, and the minister's up there, the bishop is up there, and he telling them, is anybody want to say a few words? Y'all know y'all been to funerals before. And he's like, anybody want to say a few words? And nobody would move because she was a stripper. He's like, nobody want to get up and say something. I'm sure her parents would like to hear somebody say something about her. So they go, Rebel walk up there, and she couldn't even talk. She tried to say a couple of things, and then she just started singing a gospel song. It was beautiful. I mean, y'all, she sang that song. It was so beautiful. And she sang, and she sang and sang, and everybody was recording. That guy I told y'all about, Larry Reed, was in the back videotaping it and everything. And he put it online, and that song got 2 million. That video got 2 million hits. Over 2 million hits in like a day or two. I can't believe people was like, who is this girl with this beautiful voice? And not even that, while she was singing, the minister of music, which is their daughter, she got up, CJ, she got up, had the choir get up, and she had the band playing behind the girl. They just, you know how them, some of them people, band members, they know how to play. They know how to follow you when you singing and stuff. And they knew the song. They started following her. And then all of a sudden, when she was singing, she heard the choir say something. And she looked, she was like, oh, shoot, the choir singing behind me. And she just kept singing and stuff. It was beautiful, y'all. And then she stopped and realized what she did. And she looked around and she ran out the church. She grabbed her pocketbook and just kept running. Nobody knew who she was. She never said her name or anything. But she just said that her friend Danny always loved music. And that was it. That was so good. That was touching. But anyway, what else happened? So Taj, the head of A&R, the son, he wanted to sign her. He wanted to find out where she was, who she was. You know, he really wanted to sign her. And he told his mama, and the mama was like, no. He said, he was like, why? She said, she's friends with a stripper, so she probably a stripper too. He was like, we don't even know who she is. His mother like, look, that's what I'm saying. He said, well, you put me in charge of A&R, so I want to hire her. She said, and I also hired you and could fire you. And she like threatened him that he couldn't do it. So you know what he did? He took that video and went to Redeeming Records. He went to Caesar. And Caesar thought it was a joke. Caesar was like, what you mean? You want me to sign her? You know, you want me. He said, why you want? He said, my mama don't want to sign her, you know, and everything. And he was like, what? He said, so I figured you could do it since you don't sign like drug addicts and felons and stuff. You redeem people. He said, I prayed to God about this. He said, really? He said, yeah. He said, and God told me this girl need redeeming. And he said, but so why you bringing her here? You know, and stuff. So he said, you're Redeeming Records. That's why, you know, it makes sense to us, don't it? So he was like, okay, because he let the guys hear the girl singing. He's like, yeah, she is good. She real good, you know. So he said he thought it was a trick because he got this feud going on with the guys, with Taj's mama. And he said, no. He said, so you really believe you heard God's voice? He said, yeah, that's what I'm doing. He said, are you trying to do something, you know, to get back at your mama? He said, I'm trying to be obedient to God. And I was like, amen to that. So that's why he brought the girl to Redeeming Records, you know. So he said, if you get that girl here, I'll talk to her. So he was like, okay, fine. He went and found her. He went to talk to the girl's parents, the girl who was died, and said, you know, do you know who that girl was? And then they sent him to the strip club, and he went to the strip club, and she couldn't really talk to him at the strip club because her boss was looking at her. So he had to pay like $100 for a lap dance, but he didn't want a lap dance. He just wanted to talk, and she was trying to give him a lap dance, and she's shaking and stuff. And he's like, could you please stop it? Because even his girlfriend got jealous about him wanting to go and find this girl because she sang real good and stuff. And the girlfriend, Taj's girlfriend, wanted to sing at this Stellar Awards. She wanted to sing at the Stellar Awards because you know when they honor somebody with a lifetime, they get all these artists to sing some of their songs. So his girlfriend wanted to be one of them to sing one of her songs. And she don't know, his mama don't like her. His mama don't like that girl, his new girlfriend. Anyway. So she was jealous of that, but while he's sitting there getting that lap dance, I know he was thinking about his girlfriend. He was like, yo, get off me. So he was trying to tell her, look, your video got hits. And he showed it to her. And she's like, wow, she couldn't believe it. She said, who you part of? He said, I'm with A&R with the, you know, Kingdom Records. And she was like, she kept doing it. But then she had to keep moving, and he kept telling her to stop. And he pushed her one time just a little bit too hard. She fell to the floor, and she called the big, you know, the muscle, you know, they got security, and they came to get him. But he kept yelling, wait, please, just take my card. And she wouldn't take it. He threw it on the floor as he was being dragged out the club because he put his hands on her. But she folded it up and took it. She folded that card up and stuck it in there and took it and stuff. And did it go off like that? No, it didn't go off like that. It went off with Rebel. Now she's leaving the club. She went through her friend's lockup, took down all their pictures together and stuff, and something fell, and it was a smart drive, one of those little drive things, you know, those little things that you stick in the computer. Well, it was that. So she took it home and she plugged that thing in. And she started watching it. And she was watching it. And I was like, what? And she was listening to the video. And it's her having sex with some guy. You just see him from the back. He nude. And he just working her over. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And everything. That little flash drive had a lot of little dirt on it, honey, didn't it? And I don't think they knew she had it. The what do they call a guy? Not the pimp, but whoever was having the sex with her. You know, that man. He was working it over. He didn't know that she was recording it. And honey, y'all know what happened next? They showed him leaving, and he turned around. It was the bishop. The bishop was sleeping with he the one that did her funeral. I mean, her memorial service. The bishop. When he turned around and leave, you saw the face. And Rebel was like I seen that face before. She ain't putting it together because she ain't a member of that church. She like, oh my God. So that's how it went off. Y'all, I tell you, this show is getting juicy. It's the first episode. The dirt is out there. It is out there. So y'all better hurry up, get to BET Plus and get this and check this show out. It is called Kingdom Business. And right here is where Sister Junebug is going to do the reviews on it. Every 8 episode, I'm going to do it, okay? So look out for the next one that's coming in a couple of days. And I will see you then. This Sister Junebug saying, hallelujah. Bye, y'all.